All right. Getting ready for another excellent Dragon Warrior Randomizer match. With me, I've got Brazilf. This is BT's. Coming at you with a race between NESCardinality and Nimanva. This is match 2 of 3. Nimanva with the 1 slime token lead.
Indeed, looking forward to this one. Should be a heck of a race here. A bit of a, I guess you would say, an upset in the opening of this best of 3. Close race. I believe NESCardinality unfortunately failing on the Dragonlord and was surpassed for the win.
Yeah, this is not a great place to be when you're down 1. NESCardinality is, he's a sweetheart in the streets, but when he's buckled down and focused, it's really hard to outperform him, 2 consecutive matches in a row. But Nimanva's got to get that done, because if this goes to 3, it's going to be even harder to keep that streak going.
You know, when you started Sweetheart on the streets, I was really worried where that was going. I'm glad it didn't get there. That's good.
You've not seen his metal slime sheets?
You know what?
It's quite the experience.
I can't say I haven't. I met the man once about 5 years ago. So, that's all I can really say about that. It really is a sweetheart, though.
He is, but he is about as sweet as a sharp blade when it comes to speedrunning in general. This man is a holder, juggler, dropper, and regainer of world records across the Nintendo Entertainment System. Nimanva has joined the randomizer community since about 3 years ago now, 2020, and really coming up sharp as well.
Well, we are underway here, BTs. Let's see what we're going to see.
I think we're going to see a throne. Cursed
wow,
belt.
Yeah, look at that. And an herb and a key. So at least they find a town where they could sell that, get a copper sword maybe, some options to them. And as you can see, we are running 2 different builds here. We should talk about that. There's a slight differential in the stats. No, it's actually the same now. It was in the wrong place earlier. So, my bad.
Well, 8 MP but no return spell, so a little false hopes there. A lot of forest here, so our encounter rate should be a little high for Zone 1 too.
Well, that's a little big game there, and honestly, so was that. They're looking for, what, ghosts and below right now, I would say.
Yep, Ghost, just like the Big 20 number 16, you can take on. Looks like 1 hit at a time. Let's hope for no heal spell. Fire-breathing Knight on the other side.
Yeah, small breath, not too big of a deal. Just kind of not great right now regardless. That Knight swinging a big, meaty hook if it's not throwing that fire breath.
And right out the gate, NESCard gets a 2 on the Ghost and cleans it up. That's a huge experience advantage, almost by infinity.
And now it looks like Nimanva is going to settle down and just work near the castle. Skeleton takes down NESCards, but that's just a re-heal, not a big deal. We got a slime over here for Nimanva.
I like the slime play here. That death warp is pretty hard.
I mean, NESCards kind of wants that slime right now. That would get the next level, so maybe get a bit of some strength or some kind of help here. And hey, there's the slime. I summoned it into being.
Ooh, the commentator's curse. A hit for 3 knocks it out in a single shot. Nimanva getting an early 2 on the Ghost.
Solid power, some agility, no hit points, 13 magic points, no spells. So that strength will just help them get leveling up a little quicker.
Surely that Radiant will help them get through the Ghost.
It will light the way to victory.
Victory condition here is to defeat the Dragonlord. Princess is optional. What else do we have? We have find some items. We need a rainbow drop. Sherlock is closed off. We're gonna need some armor, some weapons.
We got Nimanva pushing out here, but running into another knight, not able to get away, going to go back, and we have the next level on NESCard's side. No strength, 1 agility, 5 hit points, 1 magic point. We've got some hurt more. With all those magic points, it's time to start letting fly.
Yeah, this death here is going to be a welcome relief for NESCard. It's going to come out with about 4 hurt mores.
Indeed. Math is good.
Does he know about that knight yet?
I don't believe. The biggest thing NESCards has seen is a skeleton, but that knight looks pretty common, so if NESCards pushes out, should find it pretty quickly.
Yeah, he's going to say no thank you to that Draki right away.
Going to be a fishing here looking for like a warlock or a knight or moving up to a Magiwyvern potentially.
Oh no,
that is no good
out.
Though. That
he
is
got
no
all
good.
the way through Zone 2 on that walk, even though it was forest.
Don't worry about it. NESCards will get another chance here in a moment because that wizard said you're going home.
All right, Nimanva throws the herb at the scorpion, and it seems pleased. Got to continue smashing it down with these bare knuckle strats.
And that will be the level with Hurt More for Nimanva. So not much of an advantage since NESCards has yet to find an enemy that wants to eat that Hurt More.
He did locate a Zone 3 red slime. I think he's just right in between the zones here. Doesn't want to hurt more the magician. Can't blame him.
Yeah, that seems like a little bit of a waste, to be honest. And we are up against the top of the map, it appears. Pretty close to the top, anyway.
Yeah, it looks like a big straight edge there, and it resumes there across the river. So this is the best part. You get the breakout hurt more. Now you can do explore while grind if you keep all your ducks in a row and don't get blue dragoned.
We missed the level on the other side, but we get 3, 2, 0, 4, no spells, so nothing too crazy on that level. A lot of foothills up here. It looks like it's probably going to peter out, but you never know with how they do the generation. It looks like I'm going to be right on this one. But meanwhile, solid warlock for Nimanva and a skeleton scorpion. Going to be close level or get the level. Ah, the green dragon doesn't go down.
Small roll on the Hurtmore got a 58. The dragon rolled high. No good there. That's just bad luck.
Solid level there. 11, 4, 4, 4, and hurt just to give you that extra little punch in case a Hurtmore doesn't kill an enemy and you somehow survive it, like a green dragon or a axe knight, something of that nature.
NESCard once again makes it all the way through the night forest, is timid by the wind, and has found Charlock.
Charlock, it's not as close as I've seen in a previous race, but still pretty close.
Oh, but it does have desert tiles. I like those. Let's see if he... No, he's still exploring. He's going to take this cave.
2 caves, actually.
Good encounter rate in the Harp Turn-In cave.
And we got some hurt strats on the Scorpion. Both trade-in caves. Well, that is convenient right by Charlock. How about that?
Hate to see it. He just really wants... I know that he wants a Magic Wyvern.
Ooh, this is big right here. NESCards is under 20 strength. Would this not be able to run away then, correct?
Yeah, this thing's going to hang out. But he's not going to get full value because he's only level 4.
Still, though. It's nice to get it.
Yeah, 50% slime, 128. Wow, look at those big numbers.
Them some numbers. Woohoo!
Alright, with her and Repel, this will make the mid-game a little bit more interesting. Gotta get that strength up first.
And we have a town here with a Star Wyvern Guardian. And of course it's sneak attacks, and NESCardinality's going home. Because that's mean.
Yeah, so in exploration, the missing piece of the puzzle is a heal spell or a town that can serve you herbs, and we haven't seen either of those.
Whew, man, 26 magic came on level 6. That was the lion's share of that big amount, as it was seen with NESCards getting 2 levels at the same time.
Well, 11 Hurtmores, but Nimanva's now just emptied the entire tank. Gonna need an in or a death.
Poltergeist trying to help, but unfortunately not punching that hard. NESCardinality, I think, heading right back to that town, it appears.
Let's see if they serve herbs.
Ew,
they technically do.
It's cold. We could see something. We have a town as well for Nimanva, which is Hawksness with no magic in the tank. And we do have a silver shield here.
Also a small shield that he can afford.
He tends not to overbuy equipment. And what do we get? We get the sword. The big stick is in coal.
I forget how the mechanics work. Maybe chat does. If you have a sword but low strength, what happens when you repel? Is it based pure off stats or is it based off AP?
That was based off your defense. But,
Is it defense roll?
I don't
60
know, to the honest truth.
On the green dragon, and a 9 with the Erdrick sword is enough to clear out a green dragon.
Hey, I was right about something. I'm going to write in my diary about this once this broadcast is done.
Well, chat just keeps asking me to drink more Dr. Pepper. I don't know what they're talking about.
Either way, NESCardinality going to have that stick. So the hurt is kind of irrelevant now as a little utility spell. But regardless of that, both have found a town. Better find for NESCards at the moment, but both should find the other town fairly quickly based on location. Not too hard to get to.
When you absolutely, positively need to do 12 damage, except no substitute to the hurt spell.
Oh, that's just mean. A Druid with TL2 and it blocked a run to boot.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little tricky to run here. 33 agi, but 78 on the subsequent level? No, it's attack power. 35 agility.
Meanwhile, magic points continue to climb, as you see. NESCardinality now has a max of 64 on the side at level 7.
He bought the sandwich board.
I always like to think it was like a pot lid, but same thing. And we got a gold man kill here from Nimanva, which not a lot of experience, but 650 gold could be very useful if a town comes into view. Well, you know what? You know what's better than 650? How about 1,300?
Dang. Okay, so just shy of 1,400 gold.
Do I hear 1950?
Ladies, does he get 3 goldmans, right? Yes. This is good, so you want to... I would say 1 is plenty if you just want to stumble in the Rimbaldar.
4! Could we go for 4?
But yeah, now you can go to Rimbaldar and you can buy what appears to be 50 keys.
Oh, it's just a Droll Magi.
Oh no, it's a Sleepy Golem.
And then it seems to just be using Punch.
It appears the shoe is on the other foot, as golems have sleep, and NESCardinality has no flute. If the golem wore shoes, what size shoe would you order for your golem?
I don't know, but hey, I think that's Hawksness, is it not? Yes, it is.
No, easy, slam dunk, anything but a red dragon here, or a golem. Hurt more and just cast and pray. Just hope the enemy disappears and find out what's on his corpse.
Fortunately, no heal spell on board now for Nim. Let's see Nim can even get there. We do know that this Axe Knight's carrying hurt, so even if this doesn't take it down, well, it did. There was a chance that Nim would still live, potentially. And another Axe Knight.
Oh dear. Well, the next monster should probably also not ambush Nimanva.
That's level 8. You gotta like that. Simultaneous level 8.
Heal more! 1, 2, 15! 3, and nothing.
Unfortunately, it's a stone man, so that's not happening here.
Surely the Radiant spell will help them. Oh, look at the size of that peninsula that NESCard has found. Made it all the way to the end, so can mark that off on his map. Not go down there ever again.
And now NESCard's finding Hawk's Nest, where the stone man resides. As well as a lot of Axe Knights, apparently.
Alright, with no sleep spell, what do you think NESCard's gonna do? No heal. He's a numbers guy, we all know, so he knows that that Hurt More spell is in the 40% range, not quite at a full sale there.
Good news, we have another Goldman takedown from Nimanva, so that's 5.
Alright, we're gonna need to keep count of the Goldmen.
An unusual count, but here we are. So let's see what NESCards is going to do. Maybe just try to do the old coin flips. Thinking about it, decides to run away.
Yeah, that was some NES calculation. We saw that. There was a B press and a run.
Also, green dragons in Hawksness, so 2 very good enemies to hurt more in the town limits. There is unfortunately that as well, though, the Demon Knight.
He loves Axe Knights, though, so if we can get to level 9 and get sleep, he might turn around. Otherwise, he's just trying to get out of here.
Or a heal spell would just, or a bunch of hit points and a heal spell. There's some options here. Level 9 could open up that Stone Man for sure.
Could be nothing underneath the Stone Man. It's not a guarantee. We did find 1 cursed belt in the treasury when the race started, if you're just joining.
Oh, 18 hit points, no heal, but Herb's on board. I wonder if he's going to go back and take a crack at it. No, I'm just going to heal up and leave.
Star Wyvern here for Nimanva. Good experience. You get 135-ish. 105-ish. But 169 gold. Maybe he's going to go back for those gold mans. Gold's man.
Gold man. Gold mans. I don't know. Chat, what do you think? Gold men? Gold mans?
Mothers-in-law.
How would you pluralize it? Oh, we have another town here. And we have found the Hams of Garen.
We don't have any keys, though. I like to find things in the right order, so I don't have to, like, backtrack. We found everything in the wrong order. We found Harp Turn-In, we found the Jerk Cave, here's Garen Ham. You know, Droll Magi.
Yeah, something. Droll Magi seem to be somewhat common out there as well. I believe they're in the same general area as the Gold Man. I believe they might be in the same zone even. We saw them very close together for Nimanva.
It is also half a Star Wyvern, so...
Ooh, we have another town here. NESCardinality has found one in the desert here along the coast.
It's a second Hawksness.
That would be amazing. But no, it's Keytown, Rimuldar, or Rimuldar if you prefer.
I don't. I call it both. I think I used to call it Remidular as a kid. I just saw a lot of better vowels in there.
That's a new one to me, but you know what? I kind of like it. It's got a ring to it. We have a large shield purchase for Nimanva, so the gold man turned into a large shield in the least, and some healings. That's nice. So with these keys, NESCardinality will be able to clear the back of Garanum on the first visit whenever comes across it. But I think first things first, we're going to get a check of the inn here. 2 keys will get you probably nothing, but
probably
you gotta
a key.
check it. Probably. Oh, the old 1 for 2 sale. And it's indeed the 1 for 2 sale. Well called.
You can't get any of them right if you call none of them, so... Thanks, Gretzky.
Yeah, you miss every shot you don't take, absolutely. So let's
I like
see.
that, because we don't have to go buy more keys. You know, 5 is good.
There you go. And here in the shop, you know, there's some stuff, but we're never coming back here. And we also know there's a silver shield much closer to the castle.
Nimanva hitting 9 right on the tail of NESCardinality and getting a fair amount of exploration out here.
Well, NESCardinality taking this down could afford that large shield. Will NESCardinality go back? Nope. That's very NESCards. I've gone too far.
The Wraith is like 1/3 of a Magiwyvern, or a Star Wyvern. Yeah, Star Wyvern. I do like the Rogue Scorpion with Hurt more early on. It's a good target through level 16.
Oh, it's always a nice thing to see out there. You've got enough defense to deal with them if you want to swing at them, or just that hurt marks. Yeah, takes them down. It's nice.
All right, we have another buyer. Okay, so we're gonna retcon something here. NESCardinality has the large shield, but Nimanva has the gold shield. Like, let's be very clear. That shield is made entirely of gold.
Yeah, that seems that seems fair. But yeah, I think chat's onto it right now. Whoever's gonna settle down near a town and just grind with the heal spells being MIA might be able to get themselves set up to explore and get it done a little quicker. But you never know with DWR. Rando gonna rando.
Quick update here on our deaths here. Nimanva 7, NESCardinality 6 tracked deaths. I think the advantage here is really that sword. It's really hard to lose a match when you have the sword so much before your opponent, but with the Hurt More spell, I think that's completely just discarded. There's not a lot of stabbing going on.
No, there's very few swings going on. So for now, that lack of a sword on Nimanva's side is not going to matter. Anyone else just joining us here? We have seen 2 caves so far. It's both trading caves. They're right near Sharlock. We have seen the towns of Rimildar, Garenham, Cole, and Hawksness. But, you know, we haven't seen what's behind any locked doors, which will happen here pretty soon whenever NESCardinality gets sent back or decides to go back when the exploration dead ends here.
There you go. There's a single swing. So repel turning into a swing at a metal scorpion here. So instead of hurt mooring like Nimanva, the Erdrick sword will just clearly take that thing out. Level 9.
We have a half plate purchase for Nimanva. So a little better defense at the moment, and we'll be able to keep a few weaker things away than NESCards can, but I don't think there'll be too much of a difference based off of a half plate.
And based on this exploration, I believe we may need to go through this giant swamp or the back of Garenham for a swamp cave. I am not mapping on my end.
Or a Tantagel, of course, as well.
Oh, that is a good point. There is another cave in the back of Tantagel which they can't access because Rimildar is free, and there's a zone with Goldman, so it's like really telling you, get some money, buy some keys, open some doors.
But for now, if that is the way it's going to be, and say neither caves anywhere that they can access by walking, the town with keys is the key, if you will, and it's a huge advantage for NESCardinality. We do have a cave here along the coast.
Oh, so what do we have on the beach? We know it's not a turn-in. It could be the Stones Cave. Or it could be a dungeon with crawling with baddies.
And we now get level 10 on Nim's side, but NESCard's definitely the early advantage here, making a little bit of headway. It looks like...
Up, down, right. So we're talking going
tablet,
down right.
maybe?
This is the tablet cave.
Yep, so... This is the thing that I never ever could learn myself, dark walking this thing. It's not hard to dark walk it, but you get stuck with it outside, well, you're in trouble. Meanwhile, Nim's in a cave as well. It might be swamp. I have to see it again to be sure, but I think it might have been swamp. Here comes that golem sleeping. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's terrible. I don't like that golem at all. I'd like to send it back on a do-over. Golem with a sleep spell and the rock size 24 shoes, chat says. Right up the narrow keister of Nimanva. Got to start over with a fresh tank and head on out.
Fortunately, I missed what NESCardinality got out of tablet, but it couldn't have been...
It was the wings! Because, of course, they already have return.
Of course, yeah.
some hesitance there as NESCard's got 24 health. Didn't want to walk through that last bit of swamp to explore. Gotta take the southern road first and find more swamp.
Finds the bottom corner of the map here, bottom left. So, gonna take that Wraith and probably turn around.
Yeah, okay, so we can kind of piece the map together here. We know they started by the top edge, and this is the bottom left corner. So we know that there's a landmass in the east somewhere.
Some pretty solid enemies at the moment here for NESCard. Just keep blasting with the Hurtmore. Lots of magic points. And unfortunately, that area dead ends. So I think it's time to go back to the castle and open up the treasury.
You think he would just like take a breath there, but with the MP and the race, I guess you want to just take the return right away. That's a pretty good move.
So here we go. We have got more wings. We have got the armor of invincibility. The armoire, if you prefer. Erdrick's armor, a well-needed piece of equipment, and we get the silver harp, so pretty valuable stuff here in the castle. Geez, King, you couldn't give that to him right away?
Oh, look at this. The optimistic setup. Okay, now. Alright, he's gonna go outside.
Come back in probably for a magic refill?
I gotta just... Yeah, he definitely wants to refill his magic. I think he was trying to set up for a gold grind, optimistic gold grind on an unknown chest. We know that the probability that the cave here contains a treasure chest is high. Because he's only found the tablet and the turn-ins. But then he decided to return, which will unset the the loot. All right, he'll reset it up, or he'll consider it.
Yep.
He wants to fill up his keys. He wants to find the bottom of Garen's grave, die, come back up, have extra chests. But there was just wings and harps up there. What was there a gold? What was the fourth chest?
There might have been gold, judging by the amount he had, but he is missing some story items still here. I see Nim is now finding some things. But definite advantage, as I said, NESCard's pushing right now. Like I said, just trying to set up that gold grind, get that silver shield, really get set, and then it's, grind the clock and just feeling good about life. It is one chest, unfortunately. I don't think that's enough.
3, 7, 8. There's one chest short.
Cruel. Very cruel. And here's Nim about to get Erdrick's sword from Cole. Although I like the play from NESCards. It had a chance. Just didn't quite work out.
Yeah. I wonder how he felt about that find in Cole at the time that he found it. I think gold grind into a silver shield is a get more ahead move, so I wonder if he thought he was ahead with the sword and the hurt more. It's got to give him a bunch of comfort here.
So far, the way the way NESCards is playing, this is the aggressive, just push and slowly build up an advantage sort of play style you expect, and I expect NESCards thinks that they are indeed in the lead.
We just need some experience points, but NESCard with the Healy Dealy armor no longer will take damage from swamps and will have extra confidence during exploration. So it's what, 1 hit point per step.
We do have a cave here for Nim.
Oh, radiant!
Yeah,
a blessing to chat.
The grave.
It is the grave. We got 3 upstairs and we got 2 downstairs beyond a door.
A key here would be really massive for Nim. And there it is! That's twice we've willed. That's twice we've willed a key into existence. How about that?
That was amazing because the probability tanked after the first one. There's not that many keys in chests. I believe in vanilla, like 2 of them are in the basement of Sharlock, or the treasury of Sharlock. It's 1 or 2 keys.
Have we seen a key out of a chest yet? I don't think we have. Because NESCards bought all the keys at Rimmeldar.
Yeah, they're sold out now, so you can only find them on the ground.
That's fair.
Three keys in the seed.
And we see NESCardinality also in the grave here as we get level 11, which is 9295. Still no heal spells, which is very aggravating, but for NESCardinality, that is an advantage. With that armor on board, has a healing advantage just by walking.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he would like to see. That's what he would say. He would be like, okay, I don't want to learn heal anytime soon, because I have this. But armor or not, a wizard's enough to just send NESCard back to start. Nimanva with the second Hurtmore lands on the axe. Now we got 172 experience coming in hot.
So we're about to get our answer of if indeed there is a gold to be had here, and I believe there was, which is in the bottom left. Nim might be able to accidentally get into a gold grind. Just depends on the chest opening order. We'll have to open
definitely
2 chests before that.
Trying to die here. Nimanva's absolutely trying to die. There's no reason you walk back and forth with Axe Knights here and no heal spell. And not enough to double Hurtmore, so...
So, based on the gold chest location, it's probable that Nim can set up a gold grind just by happenstance.
Yeah, these are expert players. This is tournament level play. They're absolutely aware of what's going on here. Got the 1 key. Must first go buy 6 keys, then return and check the treasury and luck into something. But when will Nimanva check the basement of Tantagel?
Well, checks now. That'll take 1 less chest for copying out of the equation, but as you said, that gold chest is bottom left, so more than likely, Nim will be fine.
All right, so NESCard has all the gold, all of the keys, and is on the way to the Silver Shield Emporium.
Well, I'm gonna do the trades first, I guess, just the one trade now. Get rid of the harp.
Sir, I have a harp in one hand and 15,000 gold in the other. Which would you like?
I would like the musical instrument.
I mean, the harp is pure silver. I don't know what silver trades at in Alethgard this year.
It's not worth more than gold.
We don't know how big the harp is. Or the purity of the gold. The monsters are dropping it. It's evil gold.
And you know what? That gold pickup was... going to the basement did get the potential gold grind set up there. The second chest opened by Nim was the bottom left one.
Discovers the armor. Loads up on armor.
So will we see the gold grind? And we do have that silver for NESCard.
500.
Indeed,
697. 719. 687.
You know, you think about it.
744.
If you think about it, this kind of breaks the
669. We win.
Jeez, this breaks the economy of the land if you can just print gold nonstop.
Yeah, but it takes a while for like the other like towns to catch up. There's no like internet, right? So they don't know what's going on. I crossed my eyes for a second and I thought NESCard was looting gold on the overworld somehow. This map is brought to you by the letter trees.
The letter trees. There is a lot of trees in that chunk. It's one of the larger monobiomes we've seen in a while here in a seed.
Alright, yep. Goes up to just over 15,000. Spare gold there. I forget what it's for, but sometimes it's just nice to have a, you know, personal stash. In case, you know, you gotta pay off a couple more goldmen. Alright, double Hurtmore Axe Knight for NESCardinality is the 172 required to get to 11. Doing the old 9295, no spell.
So right now, we haven't seen Cantlin yet, which we don't know about coordinates, but we do know where Hawksness is, and that Stone Man without healing spells could be annoying, but given their defensive output here, could be something they could just go in and try to blam through with Hurtmores if they really feel like it. And they don't have Sleep yet either. Sleep would make it way more viable. So Nim, I don't know if Nim checked the weapon shop in Cole. Not aware of a silver shield, so just kind of out for a walk.
Oh yeah, it's a good point. Saw Nim go up to the inn and grab the sword. Oh, now we're under Charlock. That's weird. A weird map. But yeah, I think getting the shield and converting the money into defense is a good move, and dying would be a bad move. I'm no expert.
Well, right now the big one for NESCards is finding Garenham, because that is the locked door that we haven't seen behind yet. Well, let's see if NESCards can take a crack now at that golem. We'll come in with like a lot of hit points.
My name is Ambush Wolf. I'm here to ambush you.
Is that a new enemy in Metal Gear Solid? Sounds like it. No, reference is too new, I think, for this community.
Metal Gears? You mean that pixelated game with the box? No, I was trying to think of all of the snake-like characters.
Well, how about that? Nim happens to find Rimmildar without taking a death and gets the silver shield, so works out.
Alright, yeah. We need to get some more experience points. These spells are boring. Alright, just swinging in the dark at the Demon Knight.
Yeah, NESCard's taking on my least favorite enemy in the game, the Demon Knight.
I love the Demon Knight. It's a great value.
The 25% dodge is annoying. I was just going to say, I think NESCards might be looking for 12 and hoping for a heal more, but now just thinking, I'm just going to go after it. Going to start swinging, see how it goes. That defense is helping, keeping the Stone Man's punches a little blunted.
Oh, got him down into range.
Misses. Going to go for another hurt mark. And does not land. That is unlucky.
That is devastating. Death number 9, the most costly death.
And heal more at 12.
Well, Nimanva can pursue all of the earthly delights. Caught up on armor, silver shield, Erdrick's sword. Not much difference
a lot of magic
here.
Points. Look at the magic points that came with it. Not that it really matters, because the strength is rather lacking thus far for them. Only at 50 right now.
And he is just going right back underneath.
A little unsure there with his movement, but decided to come back in. Maybe thinking, I'll go for 12. I think this is going to be I'm going to grind for 12 and hope I get heal more.
I think he was double checking his map, because after this task is complete, he doesn't know where to go.
Yeah, going to grind for 12 here, it looks like.
As we already know is the perfect move, so good on him.
That's what I thought he was doing last time he was here, but then I think he just got no encounters and said, I'll just take the Stone Man out.
He definitely wanted to get both done, and once the grind turned into a high-risk maneuver on the Stone Man, he pivoted.
So this will be level 12 for NESCards. Meanwhile, we've got gold, a dragon scale, and a magic key in Garnham.
I forgot to call that one out, but that's the third and final key. Thanks to Brian Williams for pointing out the key count.
Thank you very much, Brian Williams. It looks like we have, is it Swamp or... No, it is Mountain in Garnham. So a bit of an advantage for Nim. I don't know if NESCards has seen Garnham yet.
No, he definitely hasn't. He's lost and confused.
Well, potential advantage, I should say. There's tokens in here, it's an advantage. Otherwise, eh.
Yeah, but it's also back at Garenham's Mountain Cave and not a transport, so it doesn't really solve much.
Did NESCards go in this cave already? I'm pretty sure we've not seen this.
We got a torch. We gotta go.
Only one chest left. We're gonna get our answer in Hawksness as well here.
Well, if it was me playing, I would get a fatal encounter one step before the final box.
There was a big crit for NESCards, and the search brings up the Fairy Flute. You know what? Wait. That's actually kind of nice. If you're diving Sharlock and you want to be safe, maybe you're putting those golems to sleep with, since they have the sleep spell.
Alright, got through the Fun Police number 1. A few steps away. Okay, lands on the chest.
And no! So we need to find Catelyn, I think, then. I think everything else is... Oh, there's 2 chests still in the grave as well.
Oh yeah, bottom of grave. And then a grind enemy. That's not the Stone Man.
I don't believe we've seen the Swamp Cave grind enemy yet, but I don't recall it being that close to any towns either. The one side we saw.
That's gonna be a big yuckers out of me. So, what our combatants are looking for today is about 120 health, 11 or so hurt or heal mores. We got plenty of stats. No death necklace, so
that's also a good point. The death necklace is out there as well.
Catelyn might lead to that, or it could be like in Sharlock.
It could. Right now, it's more likely to be in Sharlock than anywhere, based on what we know. But not on the realm of possibility.
It can't actually be anywhere. Yeah. So if the token is in Sharlock, we're gonna have a do-over, and you're just be sitting with us for another hour.
That would be pretty neat.
Yes. But probability-wise, token in the basement of the grave, the deep part of the grave. I guess the whole thing's a basement. And then Catelyn would lead to the death necklace, and there would be nothing of note besides a fighter's ring in Sharlock. I think think that's statistics speaking.
Yeah, looking statistically, it's more likely the Death Necklace and the Fighter's Ring would be in Sherlock right now than anywhere, because one of the 3 spots outside of Sherlock should have the token. Because if it doesn't, we got a problem.
Yeah, I mean, you can always overflow your bits and put your left register into your right carry. Who knows?
And then you and then you shake it all about. Yeah. What kind of ridiculous are you?
Well, we've seen. Well, some of us have seen NESCard manipulate the townspeople into corners before, so they're just gonna get a little vengeance in this seed. They let him out.
That was beyond gross. Don't do that, please. NPCs, I don't care who it is. Don't do that.
Swamp South? No, where are we?
No, we're in Mountain here. NESCard is in Mountain now.
Oh, the mountain. Right, this is Garenham.
Yep. Let's see what we have here on Nim's side. Okay, this
Swamp
is
North.
Swamp. We are going to get a tile, a tile check here. It is a green dragon, a solid grind. I wonder if Cantlin's going to be on the other side of this cave.
It's solid, but it's scaly. Is this like a tiny island with Cantlin? And then you have to find out that the coordinates are back on this island? That'd be annoying.
Well, it looks like Nim right now is just going to start grinding. Or very least take the next level. And there's a golem that has put NESCards to sleep. NESCards has taken a couple bad beats in the last 10 minutes here.
Now the golem has got Nimanva also. What we're really looking for here is stop spell to stop the golem.
The bigger issue is that NESCards just died in Mountain, so it's probably going to have to head back to Garenham, go all the way back through again. And there's nothing in there of any value, but you now know it's there, and you know the fairy flute was in Hawksness.
Wait, did he just elect not to use the flute, or did he get ambush sleeped?
I did not see how the fight started, unfortunately. And level 13, meanwhile, landed, and there was a lot of strength on that level. Look at that difference between 12 and 13.
19 attack powers.
Still need more, though.
69 strength is a nice stat, but we were going to need to see numbers up here in the 80s.
As for did he know about the sleep, I'm pretty sure he did. I believe both had been sleep golem before this.
There's no chance that he remembers everything, right?
He's basically a Dragon Warrior randomizer computer, so yes.
I do take notes in the corner of my map where I type in who has Dragonlord 2 breath and then sleep, hurt more, stuff like that. Until there's more than 5 enemies that have it, then I stop writing it down and just assume everyone has it.
So right now, looking at what everyone knows, there's a little bit of knowledge here, a little bit of knowledge there. I don't think NESCardinality has seen the Swamp Cave yet either, but I don't think it's that hard to find, and based on mapping, should find it pretty quickly, but I suspect NESCards is heading back to Garenham first.
Nimanva hurts the tile, and then Healmores the tile.
That will learn the tile.
I'm sorry, I only fight green dragons with prime numbered MP.
That's a weird OCD situation.
Went from a perfect cube down to a prime, and then hurt to make sure that it stays prime.
So it looks like Nim's just grinding out and going to continue. Let's see if Cantlin is on the other side of this this cave. It's one of 2 missing towns at the moment. We also have Breckenry in the wind.
It's a weird island.
This looks tiny based on what we're seeing.
Wish you a Merry Isthmus. We wish you a Merry Isthmus.
So with that takedown, Nim's closing in pretty fast on 14 here.
One step, how about an encounter? You have no MP to heal yourself, how about a wizard you can't run from?
Well, it does have herbs at least, I think. And of course has the armor as well for healing after the fight. Assuming it doesn't have something mean we're not aware of.
Let's take one more step, see if we get another encounter.
Oh, it does look like it might expand back out here, BTs.
I think it has to. This has to be canon, right? I mean, I have no idea. I don't have a memory for this Wonkadonk camp. What are the dimensions of this map? Is this like 160 by 160? This is like a big one, right?
I think it's 120 by 120, but I'm not 100% on that. This level
Large.
brings more hit points. They are very rapidly approaching Death Necklace range, so it might become a necessity here. Look at this.
Bridge?
Look at this landform. This is really gross.
We put this bridge here to remind people that walking in sand is terrible.
Well, running in sand when that happens. Oh, not putting any herbs on. A bit of a... Unless he doesn't have any, but I think he does. Bit of a risk here when you're this far out with no magic.
This is where like you pop out and you find Tantagel again. You're like, what the heck? Where am I? Regular flavored slime versus AK-47. NESCard's gonna be getting close to
there we go.
14
that's Scaredam again, yeah. Gonna be approaching in. That appears to be Tablet, which means Swamp is not necessary to find Canlin or Breckenry. Not that you want Breckenry, but you know. Although Fairy Water could potentially be a thing as well.
Oh, Breckenry. I forgot about that one.
So right now the hunt is on here for Cantlin. NESCardinality deciding I'm not going back into Mountain. As just said, I'm gonna push on from it. Is this town new?
That's a nasty time suck there for Nimanva. That might kind of even this out a bit. Try to tip the scales there earlier by grinding off all the green dragons, but really came up empty after the exploration there for the last little bit.
An Axe Knight one step away from the town, gonna attack it. Knowing that it has hurt, I guess. Hey, there's a town I think we've been to. Not that we can get to it just yet. There's the connection.
Gotta just use the old roundabout.
I guess NESCard's just gonna finish mapping first, feeling pretty confident. We haven't seen much in the way down. Unfortunately, it's Breckenry, not the one Nim wanted to see.
I'm out of MP, and I have plenty of gold. I'll take a Breckenry.
Oh no, definitely that's fine at this situation, but Cantlin would have been nicer.
Well, you can't always win what you want. I don't know. I don't have a joke for that one.
You know what? I'll allow it.
Interesting that NESCard went for the lower road here instead of like what seemed like the free gimme to the river town.
I think just getting the mapping done and we'll loop back up. I think that's the plan.
Just wants to make sure he doesn't miss a thing. He's like Aerosmithing out here.
And yeah, Nim did have those herbs. That was very risky with that AK in the desert earlier when managed to get away with only 22 hit points.
That's just a memory manipulation. The herbs store some sort of monster value. But the herbs didn't store any sort of monster value. Look at this! Oh, okay, the landmass is complete. He's got to get out. Yeah, but cleaning up on another Axe Knight.
And another
and an Armor Knight.
Just kicking everything in.
That's a really great grind. Too bad Axe Knight's not on a grind spot because you can open with an
What
attack.
What are you talking about? This whole swamp is filled with them.
I wouldn't leave this swamp. I am Artax in this situation. Just like, go on, leave me here in the swamp of sorrows, and I will eat all of these Axe Knights. I will punch them once, and then I will hurt more to clean them up.
This town here is definitely accessible. I believe it connects the whole way down. NESCard's, like I said, just may have been finishing out the exploration, then coming back up. But
yeah, so
hard to say.
You know, an older, much more retired Talon came in and said, you know, this town needs to be wheelchair accessible, or I will sue you. And now the town is ADA compliant.
And now Nim's going to see the town as well, so the extra exploration there for NESCards. Unless we've already seen this town, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on here.
Looks like a Robert Redford situation. A river runs through it. This is like Shelbyville and Springfield, like towns. What's going on?
I'm trying to think of what NESCardinality's missing. Swamp Cave, maybe? Maybe that's what the extra booting around is for?
Okay, so this definitely is Cantlin.
Well, you know, it's our job to try to guess what's going on. Do we have the coordinates? No, we do not. So now this is going to open up a decision for NEScards who has not seen all of Mountain yet.
Oh, well, he's been optimistic so far, so I'm going to say he goes Grave first.
I mean, it depends where you've seen less chess. 3 Grave have been seen by NEScards. I don't think NEScards got more than, what, 2? I don't believe he got to the 3-4 in Mountain. The 2 that are together. Unless he explores the other way, which would be 2-3. Meanwhile, Nim pushing out still here. I guess just, I'm out this far, I better find out what's over here. Or no, sorry, used return. I missed that. I apologize. Nim's going to go get the flute, I guess.
Yeah, gotta need a token somewhere. Is chat indicating that Nimanva found the tablet cave but decided not to go in?
That's what I thought I saw. Yeah, I just kind of poked in and poked right back out. Which makes me think that you don't even need to go through Swamp to get anywhere, because we're seeing, since they both have found Cantlin.
This is rough. Your stats are getting high. The time's pushing up on 50 minutes here.
Well, there'll be a fairy flute now in Nim's future. Meanwhile, NEScard's continuing to push around. I'm curious to see who's going to go and do Grave first. As I said, NEScard's is kind of in that decision point.
NEScard has to have realized that a mismap occurred and is trying to kind of smooth out these edges to repair it instead of start over.
Meanwhile, Nim appears to be trying to grind in Hawksness. Unfortunately, not getting those Axe Knights or Green Dragons.
Oh man. What are we? 113 AP and still just doing 20 damage to Demon Knights? Is that even fair?
Well, just one good level will change all that. And Fizzled hurt more for Nimanva. Pretty gross. And we have a Green Dragon grind going for NESCardinality now in the Swamp Cave.
Yeah, he's down by about 850 experience points. He's going to have to do some descaling of his own.
There come the rest of the spells, pretty much. All we're missing is Stop Spell at this point, which will, of course, show up on level 16.
Stop Spell is as effective as the Fairy Flute, but it's much faster. Wizard again? Yeah, I just feel like they're just not swinging that hard. There's a 33 out of Nimanva. That's better. Alright. Sometimes it takes a while to get the hang of swinging that thing around.
Ooh, a Fizzled hurt more for NEScards. That's kind of mean game.
Is that like 4%? Like, Green Dragon's pretty susceptible to magic, right?
I think it's a 1 and 8 that it fizzles for them.
2 and 16, 1 and 8, 12 and a half, so 87 and a half land.
There was a question in chat. How long do these take? Usually, for the higher end players like you're seeing here, it's like 60 to 90 minutes, usually.
Yeah, there's no shortage of randomized stat gains that can take you into overtime. And fortunately, the levels, they flatten out after, what is it, 17 or 18? You need the same amount of experience points to gain, so it doesn't go up geometrically, it kind of just goes up linear in time after level 17.
You eventually get to the point where it's 3,000 for each one, which is quite a bit. Except for, of course, I think 30, which is like a very small amount.
Yeah, it's only a 16, it's a 2-bit placeholder, so we can get that many experience points. 2 to the 16 or something. 2 to the 16 minus 1.
So Nim, yeah, I wonder if Nim thought that that was the other part of Swamp, maybe? I don't know, some very strange things happening. Well, NESCardinality appears to have made the decision. Is going to head for Mountain where more chests wait to be seen. But the longer Nim stays out in the wilderness, the more the advantage this is for NESCardinality, who will probably get back first.
I think in NESCard's mind, he's out of options, right? This is the only option. Does he know where the grave is?
Yes, they've both been in grave. They both set their grind up for gold off of the Garen's grave.
But does he remember where the grave is?
That could be an issue here. Meanwhile, Nim is heading into the grave, so we will get our answer here of where the token is.
It's in the grave.
Yes, where though? Which chest? Is it the side one or is it the very basement?
Side. I'm on team side. That bottom chest is, however, the fighter's ring.
That could be it. That could be interesting.
Double wizard. 38, 33.
I mean, the experience is close here. It's really going to come down to who can get the stats in place and make the dive first. It will be a small advantage to Nim based on what we're seeing right now, but all it takes is one sneak attack, sleeping golem, and things can flip here pretty quick.
Yeah, Nimanva looks really strong here. This is pretty good. No need for princess. Nothing on the coordinates. That's another place where, you know, Mr. Memory here shines. But this is just kind of winding up right now. We just need to see that AP number get into the low 130s, and I think we can start seeing a Dragonlord dive attempt. All the other stats seem to be in order. That agility is really low, and we have not seen overworld red dragons yet. So Sharlock could be kind of a butt.
The other thing, though, that is good for them, despite that low agility, they both have that silver shield, which will help them out a lot, because their natural defense is a little low due to their low agility.
That's right. Every 2 agility points transforms into 1 defense point.
So we got a fairy water in the side, so team side, unfortunately, takes the L on this one.
That means I also don't get a fighter's ring.
But you got to remember that right now, the way the strength is, the death necklace is very intriguing. Which means they're probably going to be, if they decide to go early and really be risky, that's the one.
Yeah, you're going to see a
they're going to see an armory or a treasury check in the castle.
Yeah, we're going to see a 124 dive, like a blind dive to the death necklace, if that HP gets in the 137-ish range. And having the silver shield makes the death necklace more attractive, for sure, because that's a good chance for no double heal more business.
So here's the token in the basement of the grave, as NESCards is just finishing up in Mountain, who's probably going to beeline for the grave, assuming there's been no mapping issues or anything of that nature, but should be fine on that front. So let's see what Nim decides to do here.
Yeah, and if you're following along in chat, you can go ahead and stake your chips on one of these sides here. If you're looking at Nimanva's screen, looking to shut out NESCardinality with a 2-0 victory, you want to see a dragonless Sharlock dive. And if you're on NESCardinality's side, you want to push your chips over there, you are looking for really effective monster grinding as he locates that token. Tries to catch up on experience.
And yeah, Nim was uncertain, I guess, of where the token was, not having been in tablet. NESCard's now leaving, and I'm assuming going to fill up and then head out for the grave post-haste.
Everyone post-haste in chat. Alright, so all the ingredients have been assembled. We have a rainbow drop on Nimanva's screen. We have to... we can go back. Okay, going to go immediately in. I like the grind in the foyer of Sharlock. Sometimes it's good monsters there. But we'll see what Nimanva does in this situation. This could be a dive, grind, and go. MP warrants it, but the agi is so
looks
low.
like it's a grind first, though. Gonna just, maybe get a feel and also try to get 16, see if there's some stats with it, and then dive and go for it.
A little weak on the hurt more there. 6 doesn't knock it out, but the 27 does. So these are the good dragons you want to see on Nimanva's side. Let's see what else we can find in this zone. Each zone has 5 slots, which could be 5 unique monsters, or a monster could occupy more than 1 slot. So we have green and blue dragons so far in Sharlock level 1.
Yeah, a lot, pretty dragon-filled Dragonlord's castle. Makes sense. Checks out.
NESCard could absolutely fairy flute this golem away.
Oh, please don't do this again. Runs and gets blocked! Oh, it didn't put him to sleep. Now we're going to see a heal morb not going to the flute.
Meanwhile, Nimanva's just scooping up heaps and heaps of experience points in the foyer. I like this move a lot.
I'm just wondering if he's reluctant to use the flute since it's an 8-second time penalty.
Yeah, no. He should realize his agility is 53, and that's, no run. Blue Dragon, not one of my favorites.
Yeah, both players have seen there's no coordinates. There will be no princess rescue today. NESCard is just straight up grinding right now.
Yeah, he has process of elimination out where the token is. He would like to be go mode and token mode. And that's because NESCard also knows that the turn-in is really just across the street from Sharlock, so it's kind of just one. It's one maneuver.
16, 8 power on board, 3 agility, 3 hit points, and of course the spell of Stop Spell. So that's our current status. Woohoo! No real agility again here. That's not great, but it's probably dive time, you would think. At least to see what's down there.
Yeah, so if you dive down there to get the Death Necklace, this puts you in J. Coper mode, which is, you can fight the Dragonlord too, but with really, really terrible possibilities of just being Healmore locked. But with such low attack power, that's just not a good strategy to go for in this particular seed.
I mean, we would have to fill up on fairy water, you think, to get the damage up there a little higher potentially, but I don't know.
Yeah, and I believe Nimanva has a full inventory. Well, I don't know if there's been fairy water shopping since the turn-in. I think there wasn't.
No, I don't believe so. I think Nim's only got 1 fairy water right now.
Yeah, just pick up a couple. But no, I think going to 17 is a good play. Grinding inside Sharlock is the closest grind spot to that inn.
Well, it looks like we're going to at least get an attempt to go down, but maybe it'll be a grind and dive. Looks like it's going to be a dive here, looking for the win. This is a risky one. Maybe feeling a little behind, perhaps.
No, I would look at all of my stats in this situation. Now me, humble me, I've only finished 3rd in one of these tournaments before, but my agility has got to be above like 64, 65 before I do a dive. I just can't take the losses on my MP, and we only have 104 here.
I mean, a fighter's ring would put you at 7 to 14. You'd be hoping for some doubles, unless you're going to Death Necklace and just hope you don't take a big physical poke. But 78 defense, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't the max physical hit 50 you could face?
Defense 78. 51?
51? I can never remember if 82 or 86 is like the median spot for 48 physical.
I absolutely knew 3 weeks ago, but I just forgot. Chat's good. I go with Shmike here with the 58. Or sorry, the 50. Mega Strep with the 50.
I was going to say, thank you very much, chat. My diary is going to be so full of I was right about stuff today. It's going to be a good entry.
I was dividing by 4, and I didn't know what to do with the carry, because 78 isn't divisible by 4, so I assumed it would round the other way. But no, it's 50 on a physical, thanks to the Silver Shield, really. That's 10 additional defense points, which is 2.5 4s.
Oh, this is definitely not a Coper scenario, the famous J. Coper takedown of the Dragonlord. I think the max hit points was something like 90 or 89 or something on that dive. for the Death Necklace use.
It was pretty bad. It was less than 97, which is where you want to be for double 48. But there's no reason to assume the Dragonlord does 48 every time.
All right, we do have Armor Knights here, which first turn run for Nim. That's a bit fortunate. Generally, they are not that kind.
Stats check from NESCard. And then I believe the monster zone changes on the next stairs here.
As we'll head into the U floor.
No, you.
No, you.
It's just blue dragons all the way down. This is gonna be one of those scenes where like NESCard sees an entirely different monster set than Nimanva.
Well, right now, I'm not sure. I'm a little confused. I guess NESCard's figures I'm just gonna grind up to 17 right now, and because I need more stats. Figuring
Nimanva just one-shot runs from a golem.
I mean, that makes more sense.
Two for two.
Oh my goodness, this is scary though. One block does not use sleep though. Oh boy.
There is some justice. That's still a one run. One hit and one run. Between those like Hurtmore's fizzling out and the golem just like sleeping and messing with NESCard.
Here's the red. He just swinging.
What's he
and
got?
isn't it full? And look at that big poke. Oh, this is not cool, game. Will we see? You gotta see the heal more. I can't imagine you're gonna swing here.
We need to know what's in this treasury.
Yeah, at this point it might just be a kill it, get the stuff, leave, and come back sort of situation, or maybe grind a little.
Ooh, this dragon.
Oh, swinging at 39. Gets it though.
Yeah, he had done over 118 already, so that was a pretty safe. I was going to
say, let me tell you about my friend. I swung and missed.
It happens, but you know, you can't count on it.
Well, there's the fighter's ring, so that's 2 extra attack power when equipped.
That treasure chest does not have a door. It is just a lid.
And now we're going to see the Death Necklace. So there's all the stuff. Let's see what the plan is.
Just clean up the rest. You're already here. Let's take some extra text penalty. Here's your curse belt number 2. You want another curse belt? Oh, it's just an herb. Okay, that's a good find.
Another red here and a sneak attack. So probably another heal more are going to get probably burned on this fight.
Well, I said earlier, you just need 11 heal mores in this. Take them out, but I think a level up would be in order still. I don't like 127. I don't like 137.
That was scary. Lower roll on that one.
Oh, is using the herbs gonna conserve? Make the grind and go a possibility. Play into a win. NESCard is just gonna start chewing up dragons.
Our first werewolf sighting, I believe. And it's gone.
Werewolf. There. Castle.
Another red dragon. So they are very popular on the bottom. And we get a crit. Does not kill the red dragon, though. Still, that's going to help a ton.
Hey, 64 hurt more. Can knock out the dragon. Got a level up.
So here's the level. 1 power, 16 agility, 4 hit points, 8 magic points. NESCard's just needs that token now and it's going to go.
Yeah, well, he needed that token, like, about 11 minutes ago.
I'm not disagreeing.
He's also almost negated the gold grind, too. Look at all that cash.
Yeah, I was looking at the cash getting tall there when he was getting up to 16 at the top floor of Sherlock in his first visit.
It's our friend,
it's a green
dragon.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So yeah, Nimanva taking 17 will be rewarded with 1 attack power.
Yeah, the agility is the real winning thing there. And yeah, just going to head right over for the Dragonlord right now. We have our first attempt at the Dragonlord. If Nimanva is successful, we'll win this matchup 2-0. Not a guarantee, though, it's going to go that way. Let's see here what's going to happen.
All right. I'd going immediately into Death Necklace, which you have to do, but This is a high stakes, high risk scenario. However, if Nimanva's playing like NESCard is a much higher seed in this tournament, then this is an appropriate play. You need to take absolutely every risk to take the seal the deal.
Well, here we go. Let's see if there's going to be a back attack from the Dragonlord. Agility is low and lands it.
Why would you want a back attack? Why would you do that?
I'm just saying it was a possibility.
Probability of a 56 agility back attack?
Well, 14 on the first swing here, so let's see how it's going to go. 10 heal mores left in the tank. Low attack roll there. You're not going to get a double regardless. 24 damage now on the Dragonlord.
Did get an 89 on that heal more, and only a 70 on that one? Oh yeah, because our max health is...
13. That's 37.
Ooh. Wait, there's a red dragon on the overworld somewhere.
Oh, how about that?
Completely different monster set, I'm telling you.
We're up to 50 now, so this is pretty much rolling right in the... a little low, I guess, wouldn't it? A 9. Ooh, that's bad. 59.
If we get up to a 90...
Ooh, this is decision time. What is Nim gonna do? Thinking about it.
Double hurt more.
Yeah, gonna go for the double heal.
No, we're gonna... We need 26 MP, and we need 2 consecutive hurt mores. It can be done.
That's 76 now. 17 lands that time. This is gonna be close.
Going with the 50. Breathe and fire. We're safe.
89. It's looking a little tight right now.
Didn't get to full. There we go. We're doomed.
107. The swing gets Nim. So unfortunately going down here, this is the opening for NESCards, who is in a much better stat situation, but still has to find that token. Has one more chest to check in the bottom of the grave. Nim, meanwhile, is going to have to head to Garanum to fill back up and head into Sherlock. We have ourselves a race.
Yeah, so fortunate to die with some MP on hand, can do the repel, get a free walkout here. But Nimanva absolutely can eat a 9-minute penalty here and be fine, be still in this.
But this is going to be very close, I would have to say. And we do know there are red dragons out there in that overworld, and it's not like close to Garrett. It's up here, but it's out of the way. It's a bit of a pain.
We get another hesitation. We see how many steps away the town is from start.
Or pardon me, it's Cole up here, not Garnham. So gonna have to do extra walk to get the herbs as well.
Rough. All right, definitely can get to full health by the time you get to Cole. So just a measly MP penalty.
Here's the token for NESCardinality, who I suspect is probably just going to fill up here at the castle, go make the trades, and head right into Sherlock. This is going to be very, very, very tight on the way down, you would think.
Yeah, where are we at experience-wise? When does Nimanva find that agility? Is it 120?
Pardon me, sorry?
Experience to 17, and chat
it's at 12,000.
12,000, 120 hundreds. And
here's NESCard's gonna get the rainbow drop right now. Only has 72 magic though. We'll have to fill up here at Cole. And I thought we were gonna have an NPC block the other way on Nim here. So this is pretty much gonna be a sprint to the bottom.
This has always been a sprint to the bottom. These guys are 71 minutes in, neither is finished. They're, NESCard's back's against the wall here. Can't take a loss. Doing some brain farty stuff earlier, but I think he's kind of got it in gear right now.
It's going to be tight. It's pretty much, even Steven here as they head out. There's a golem. Could be a bit of a spoiler here.
This golem's name is Steven.
And remember as well, NESCard's has better agility and more hit points for the dive.
And you can finally get away from the golem. Oh, that's a pretty good point. I think NESCard does check for the death necklace. If his opponent's not done, he needs the information.
This is going to be very interesting how this plays out. Not only in counter luck, but also what is NESCard's going to do on his side. The attack power is only 127, which is 6 to 13. That's awfully low for damage.
Agility is 72, and I've had this conversation before. You know, in pickup matches, I'm like, why am I not running from things in Charlock? And NESCard said, no, you just punch your way through Charlock. You don't risk it on a run. You can trip a run fail when you could probably just double punch anything in your way.
That's pretty fair. NESCardinality, I think, has to go into the treasury here in the castle. So it's going to be a minute out of the way there. So it is still a slight lead for Nimanva. But we'll see. NESCardinality has surprised us in this race. Let's see if there's one more surprise up the sleeve. The dive right now, it's basically a one-floor lead for Nim.
Yeah, we'll see how the encounter rates go here. Looks like a really good stretcher for Nimanva. Simultaneous encounters. That's always fun.
An AK block on Nim's side. And blocks once again. And yeah, it looks like Ness is just going to fight through everything and probably going to get to 18 on the way if that's the case. And this Armor Knight is not letting Nim go. One going to have to burn a heal more, so down to 12.
Yeah, and with 138 attack power, because
Still
of that
blocking.
death necklace, he could have just punched his way through this, right?
Still blocking.
Definitely could have just punched your way through this. 3
Still
HP.
blocking, and that's a second him. Uses Hurt more. I think that was an accident. And that's going to be Nim going back to the start. That's a miss menu, and the advantage swings to NESCardinality.
Well, if you still got your radishes out there, you might want to push them over. Let's see what kind of mistakes NESCard can offer us up to, you know, even this back up. Nimanva could be just toying with his prey, though. He's got a plan in hand.
There's toying with your prey, and then there's letting your prey go to win the race that you're in right now.
Right back in Charlock, just like that. Let's
Interesting. The magic point situation is 10 heal mores. That's yeah. That I don't know about this.
I forgot to go to Cole. I didn't like the bed bugs. The sheets weren't turned down. I don't know. Gotta take 17. All right, how many experience from 17 are we? On Nimanva's side. Oh, really kind of just doesn't know what to do here. Probably just waiting, circling the drain here, waiting to see that dot done. Probably confused at this point. Why isn't NESCardinality done?
Things have gotten a little sideways for Nim here. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Right now, NESCardinality looking real good. Here comes 18. No strength. That's cruel. Some hit points that'll just help when you get the death necklace.
Yeah, 138 death necklace is way, way better. The 25% HP penalty, you get 10 attack power, and pretty much will mathematically guarantee a victory bar mismenus.
Yeah, the hit points are nice. That'll just take the likelihood of double heals out of the equation. And now trying to run from reds. Interesting. Let's see, going to get away here. Finally gets away and just going to keep heel walking in the meantime.
He can't keep getting away with this.
Sure we can.
Well, yeah, I guess. Now let's see what the blue dragon's got for Nimanva. It's got a block. Back in the red again. We are out of MP. I mean, we have 50, but we are not looking good.
No. Nim had a bad Dragonlord fight, took that beat on the way down from that AK, and it seems to have just lost the plot here, whatever the plan was. NESCard, though, does have this red dragon-infested floor to deal with.
I don't know what Nimanva's doing. Because you're not fighting the blue dragon, you're not running from the blue dragon, you're healing up. What's the plan?
I don't think there is a plan. I think this is, I hate to say it, I think it's a tilt at this point, unfortunately.
Well, I would be extremely tilted. I hate having the death necklace on and not have won the game. Like, I would personally hate that a lot. I feel weak. I hate trying to remember where towns are. Like, it's very frustrating.
Well, there's the fighter's ring equipped and the death necklace for NESCardinality, so there's a couple things on this floor that could cause some issues for NESCards. Red dragons, and there are the sleepy golems. So we'll have to see what the plan is. Nim's now going to fill up and going to try to grind out the level here, but is there anything up here that can get through the rappel?
I don't know. Don't have enough notes written down. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm going to push all my radishes into chat because it looks like chat's going to win here. If this gets to a game 3, that's just more Dragon Warrior Randomizer to watch. And this is some excellent high-level play. So, we are the winners here.
And we finally get that fairy flute usage on the golem. So
I love to hear it. I love to hear it. I'll take the time penalty. So, heal ward comes in quantities of 8. We have 112 MP, which will give us, let's see, 8 plus 32. So, NESCard would be forced to Fairy Flute there instead of using the 2 MP stop spell and lose a potential heal more.
So, looking really strong right now. NESCardinality about to take on the Dragonlord with 2 extra levels over what we saw for Nim, and those extra hit points are going to be all the difference really needed to make this successful, I would wager.
Everyone in chat, give yourself a big hug. Both racers are being squeezed by their death necklace. Baby little tiny hurt more from Dragonlord 1 and Smush.
So with 14 heal
14 heal more is a pretty good run at it.
Literally the only concern is that miss menu at this point.
Well, let's not put in the air there. Let's just clear the air out. Everyone get out your, I don't know, what do you use in Dragon Warrior lore to clear air? Some sort of urn or lantern. Fairy water? You do sprinkle the fairy water around. We're going to fairy water away the bad juju. We're not going to do any misinputs here. Our D-pad is in perfect working order. Our B button is ready to be held down. A red dragon draws near, pushing a coffin nail a little bit further into Nimanva.
Crits
no, but it sure is dead, isn't it?
Haven't been counting, but the rolls have been reasonable. That 10's not the best, but...
we just assume MP 112 minus current MP times 10 is the damage. Oh, a little baby hit from the Dragonlord with 30. Double attack. 47.
Haven't been all that impressive here, but with 14 heal mores, you don't need everyone to be smashing into the Dragonlord at max, that's for sure. Kind of like
19! That. Let's see. 80 MP consumed, so we're going to assume that Dragonlord's got...
Done. No problem.
0 health remaining.
Heal mores left. My goodness. Get your GGs out. We've got a game 3 coming up. TBD on the time, I believe. But NESCardinality going to win this one. How about that?
Yes, indeed. I believe that if this goes to match 3, the match is scheduled for tomorrow. So
it sounds like a good thing, and hopefully you'll be enjoy it. Thank you for having me here. Unfortunately, I got to run. I got to be at work in 37 minutes, so I am going to jet out of here. I'll let you handle the postgame. Chat, enjoy the rest of the DWR that might be happening tonight, if any. And if not, have yourself a good night, and I'll see y'all later.
The pleasure is all mine. Thank you so much, Brazilf. And coming in to take that hot seat is NESCardinality himself, GG on the victory. Now, what's on your mind here?
Ooh, that seat is hot. Thank you very much.
Do you feel very good about your gameplay here today? You were coming in down 1 match, but now you've tied it up.
Yeah, as far as gameplay today, I felt like I was massively ahead the entire time. First, finding Cole with the sword like that, getting hurt more so quickly, and then on my next jaunt after a death warp, getting to almost straight to Remolder next. I just felt like sword, then keys, and then keys giving me the armor right away. Like, I had to be massively ahead, so I made a lot of defensive decisions. I took an extra level. I mean, the idea there, by the way, was to get a huge boost of power on the way down, so I wouldn't have to get the ring and the necklace. But I got 0 power, so I just got the ring and the necklace anyway. But yeah, I felt really good about everything I did.
Oh, that's good. I'm so glad you feel that way, because you don't know the other side of the story. We can get into that a little bit later. But I would like to know a little bit about how this Dragonlord went versus your Dragonlord in the previous match.
Well, I mean, I had 4 extra heal mores. This one was pretty normal. And like last night, I attacked straight into it with below 97 HP because I just felt completely comfortable. Tonight it would have been virtually impossible for me to lose with the worst possible RNG. So, it could have gone a lot worse, and I still would have felt comfortable and safe. It was a totally different situation.
Yeah, and I was reflecting a little bit back on the last time we met in tournament play. I don't think it was brackets, but it was a seed where I had found the sword early, and you had not, and I had a distinct advantage. And I saw you find the sword much more quickly than your opponent tonight, and I also saw you kind of tearing into this seed and having a really, really good advantage. But something happened in your mid-game, and I think you lost a lot of time. What do you think it was?
Something happened in my mid-game. Well, I pretty much full explored the map, so after getting out to a huge lead, my priority was finding the swamp cave, and it took a while, and indeed, that was where, in my opinion, the best grind was. I suppose
that was
in
good.
Theory... Yeah, I suppose in theory there could have been something better somewhere on the overworld, but I don't think I found it. Like, I didn't see any red dragons on the overworld.
Yeah, there was one red dragon somewhere in the overworld. We were pretty free of those. Would you be surprised to know that you were behind by almost 2 full Sharlock dives? You almost lost this one.
What?
I know you would be surprised.
2 Sharlock dives?
Yeah. So, Nimanva is finishing up in the Dragonlord right now. Doesn't miss menu here. Got in on 16 and didn't connect. Did not clear out the Dragonlord. Didn't have quite the HP tank, but went for it.
What was I at? Level 18?
Yeah, you were 18, which gave the 1 strength and the 13 agility that really makes the fight better here.
So how many dives did Nim do?
So this is, I guess it's technically dive 2 all the way to the bottom, but it's a 3rd time in Sharlock.
Yeah, so I mean, wow. The question then is, was I really behind, or was Nim trying to push it too early?
Well, you got the token a good 10 minutes after Nimanva, and the token was the last piece of the puzzle for both of you. So, yeah, I think just your grind was probably better tempered, and you knew exactly what you're going for. But we're going to give a GG right now to Nimanva clearing out at 126 1/4 here. So GG's to Nimanva for rescuing Alefgard from the Dragonlord 2.
I opened my chat. People are saying I was really behind. I don't really understand what happened. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it because everything felt so good.
Well, I will admit it's just a ruse for you to just watch it back so you can hear our beautiful voices talk about your match. But
You're absolutely correct.
I think you were a little behind. I think your chat thinks you were further behind. I think you were a little behind because you know how to grind effectively. And I think this match was well called and well displayed. But yeah, I think Nimanva looked like it was going to be a 2-0 until the very, very end. And that was a really good match all the way through. Final time is just 4.5 minutes apart.
Man, I'm honestly, I'm just so confused. I can't wait to watch it back because I know I fought an extra level, but it was kind of a fast level. And, it was Axe Knights that I was getting along the way. It was a red dragon I got along the way. I mean, these things do not take much longer than just running away. So, a little confused and looking forward to seeing it. I can't remember the last time I was this confused by hearing about the result and the difference between us.
Yeah. So, yeah, maybe, you're just thinking here about everything going well, and maybe not taking deaths from a sleep-blocking golem and clearing out that mountain cave the first time through, and who knows what else could add some time in there.
The mountain cave.
But joining us now is Nimanva with Joining us now is Nimanva for a second time. Coming in just 4.5 here after NESCardinality. What chat's predicted was possibly salt or possibly tilt mode, but how was it for yourself?
Not very happy with the low rolls I got.
Yeah,
That sounds familiar.
You want the Dragonlord to get the low rolls, and you want the hero to get the high rolls, right?
Yeah, I believe like on the second fight, I didn't roll above a 13 but once.
Yeah, 13, that's going to be what? Somewhere in the neighborhood of 13, 14 hits. And let's see, 112 MP at level 17. On your final dive there, did you have a full MP tank with you, or did you have to burn a heal more?
I don't think I burned a hill more.
Yeah, so that probably cleaned up quite nicely there. Nimanva, would you like to know how far ahead you were, knowing that you probably could have cleaned that up in the first dive with a little bit a better run there?
Yeah, I should have gotten one more level.
Yeah, that turns out to be kind of the consensus here. Is there's a pretty good grind there. You both found green dragons and digested tons and tons of them. So, yeah, just a little bit extra there, but 16 to 17 was just a strength. Not much there, but that agility seemed pretty critical.
I had a bunch of controller issues also. It was really annoying.
Yeah, we were making sure that there was no last-minute mismenus there on the Dragonlord fight. Glad you made it through. How do you feel about going to match 3 with NESCardinality?
I was hoping I wouldn't have to, but I was expecting it. Ness, is there any way we can start a half an hour early?
Tomorrow? Yeah, we can do that.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. So 7:30 p.m. Eastern?
Yes, please.
Okay, sounds good.
Beautiful. Okay. So, I'm gonna just leave it open here. Any final words, final thoughts going into your third matches? We're gonna start an early start for Nimanva. NESCardinality is gonna be pretty much prime time for you. How are you gonna take it?
Oh, me first. Well. First of all, I'm glad that the people who wanted a game 3 are gonna get it, whatever happens. I'm still really confused by the information I have tonight. I have to watch the race back before I get a clear picture. But either way, I just hope we get a nice seed and have a nice fight tomorrow. A nice close race.
Excellent. Nimanva, you wanna give us some closing remarks here?
Yeah, this was a good seed. I just made some mistakes right at the end. Those 4 deaths I had right at the end really hurt. But good job, Ness, catching up and winning. I mean, you're right. People want our game 3, so that's what we're gonna give them.
Right on.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. The winners here is chat and RPG Limit Break here for hosting some high quality combat. That race was very, very close the whole way through. It is crazy to watch, and Game 3 should be something that's very, very good indeed. So we're going to be moving on now. Get ready here. We're going to do a raid. We're going to look at some Dragon Quest 3. Special thanks to Nimanva and NESCardinality, our racers today. We have our good friend High Spirits in the admin chair. We got Omega Strep doing our tracking. I am BTs, and Brizolfo had to go off to work, so everyone shake your fist at the air for people who have to go to work instead of play Dragon Quest. And we're going to go check out some Diener playing Dragon Quest 3 speedrun. I believe this is the vanilla, not the enhanced version. So let's check that out, and have a great night, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.